Today we will see the string instructions. So first one, REP, it stands for repeat. So it is used to repeat the given instruction until the value of CX, which is counter, is not equal to 0. Next, REPE or REPZ, it stands for repeat equals or repeat 0. So it is used to repeat the given instruction until CX is equal to 0 or 0 flag is equal to 1. Next, REPNE or REPNZ. So it stands for repeat not equals or repeat not 0. So it is used to repeat the given instruction until the value of CX equals to 0 or 0 flag equals to 1. So next instruction, move S or move SB or move SW. It stands for move string byte, or move string word. So it is used to move a byte or a word from one string to another. So the syntax is for move S space destination string name, comma source string name. So it copies, so it moves the source string to the destination string. So this instruction will copy a byte or a word from location in the data segment to the location in the extra segment. So the offset of the source in the data segment must be in the SI register, and the offset in the destination, which is in the extra segment, must be in the DI register. So here for source we are using SI register, and for destination we are using DI register. So an example, move SI comma offset source. So it will load the offset of the source string from DS into the SI register and move DI comma offset destination. So it will load the destination string which is in the ES to the DI register. Next, CLD. So it will clear the direction flag, and also it will auto increment the SI and DI values after the move. Next, move CX comma 4H. So I'm loading the string length, so which is 4, and CX stands for counter, and I'm using the repeat instruction and move string byte. So it will move the string byte until CX equals to 0. So the next instruction, LODS, LODSB, and LODSW. It stands for load string byte, and load string word. So this instruction copies a byte from string location pointed by the SI to AL. So it will copy the string which is pointed by SI to the AL register. A word from string location pointed to by SI to AX. If my string is in word, so it will copy to the AX register. So if direction flag DF is 0, so SI will be automatically incremented by 1 for the byte string and for 2 for the word string. So SI will be incremented 1 for string byte and SI will be incremented 2 for string word, and it will point to the next element in the string. If DF is 1, SI will be automatically decremented for 1 for string byte and for 2 for string word, and it will not affect any of the flags. And CLD is used to clear the direction flag, and also it is used to increment the SI rest. For example, move SI comma offset source and LODS load string source. So first I'm pointing SI to the starting address of the string, and I will copy a byte or a word from string to AL register or to AS register. If it is byte, it will copy to the AL. If it is word, it will copy to the AX. So next, STOS or STOSB or STOSW. So this instruction copies a byte from AL. If it is byte, it will copy from AL register. If it is word, it will copy from AX register to the memory location, which is in the extra segment, which will be pointed by the DI register. So it replaces a string element with a byte from AL register or a word from AX register. So after the copy, the value of DI will be automatically incremented or decremented, and it will point to the next element of the string. For example, move DI, offset target and STOS target. Here first I'm loading the address to the DI register. After loading, I'm storing into that memory address. So next instruction, CMPS, CMPSB and CMPSW. Compare string byte and compare string word. So this instruction is used to compare a string byte or a word from one string to another string. Here I'm using the SI register to hold the offset address of the byte or a word of the in the source string, and I'm using DI register to hold the offset address or a word in the destination string. And in this instruction, the auxiliary flag, the carry flag, the overflow flag, and the parity flag, and the sign flag, and the zero flags are affected after comparison, but the value of the two operands are not affected. Example, move SI, offset first. So I'll point the SI register to the source string. Move DI, offset second, and pointing the second string to the DI register. Next, CLD. Here the direction flag is cleared and the values SI and DI will be automatically incremented after the comparison. Next, move CX, 100. I'm putting the value of string elements in the count. How much count are there into the CX, which is counter. So the next instruction, REPE. So repeat until equals to, it stands for, and comparison string byte. So I'm comparing the string byte. So it will repeat the comparison of string bytes until the end of the string, or it will compare the string bytes